All right, Big Bang. Today is Monday. It is February 19th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Snake Draft Monday. Very different cast today. White Sox Dave and Chief are swapped out. Nick, Robbie Fox, Jeff D. Lowe, and Clem are swapped in because we have a massive mega draft that, let's just be fair. It just wasn't the most Chief draft.
Wasn't the most Chief draft. He's too hoity-toity.
Yes.
Dave, I'm surprised, doesn't live in a chain restaurant. He seems like
it is
he tries to be something he's not.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
He needs to accept who he is.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
He refuses.
Yes, I told him that's my White Sox Dave, bearded, sitting at Applebee's for hours drinking the shark. That's my White Sox
stained
Dave.
Sweatpants.
Yes, yes.
He needs to give in.
It would be a great pivot.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so yeah, big draft. We're doing build your sit-down chain restaurant meal. You will get one bread, you will get one appetizer, one entree, one side, one dessert. I think we all know what sit-down chain restaurants are. Jeff, we drafted this with you a long time ago, probably it had to be early 2021, I think it was. So that was a big one. It's I think it's one of the most viewed ones we've had.
Right before COVID.
Was it items or just chains?
I think we just did chains.
That was just chains.
Yeah, we just did
chains. No. So we did two things.
Okay.
So if you're a longtime listener to the show, right when I was in New York, the day the Big East tournament got canceled, and me, Jeff, and Nick, we did a bracket about these. There was a bracket that came out.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. And then a year later, we did a draft, just drafting restaurants solely, but we never did build a meal. So a lot different.
This is the most nervous I've been for a draft. I beat Stephen Che in the Chinese food draft, but going against Jeff in the chain draft is it's a whole different ballgame.
How do you feel, Jeff?
I feel
there's
the same way.
There's a couple big ones I don't want to miss, but there's two categories I have very long lists where I'd be happy with kind of anything. You said there's a twist, though. What's the twist?
Well, there's no twist, but I think I've got to lay down some ground rules or at least talk with the panel about what you think should be allowed. I don't think sampler platters should be allowed.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I'd agree.
It's got to be unique.
Okay. All right.
Well, I think Robbie might have had a sampler platter on there.
I had a sampler platter on my
That's
board,
like
but
drafting
that's all right.
rainbow in a colors draft.
I would be willing to, if he takes it, I'd be willing to hear it out.
No, I'll scream, dude.
I don't need to take it. I got enough other appetizers on my board. I was going to take the triple dipper from Chili's. It's a great sampler platter.
It is strong, but I think you have to take one of the items. Take the best one.
That's fair.
I think is
okay.
Dog walk historians remember.
I'm glad you clarified that.
Yeah.
That was the biggest controversy. I think that was the first big dog walk controversy was whether sampler platters were allowed in the one draft you guys did, and it almost tore the foundation of Barstool apart because then everyone jumped in on it. It was a wild one.
Yeah, that was the appetizers draft straight up, and Carl tried to take sampler platter, and I was like, no, can't. That's not fair.
I guess the big thing is too. Full service sit down. I don't think there's much gray area on this.
I think Panera Bread would be our gray area.
True.
I don't think
that.
anybody's taking anything
no.
from Panera Bread.
Yeah, I would say no.
Panera to me would be the same as Chipotle.
Fair. Yeah, that's like those tweeners.
Robbie's smiling again. Do you got Panera Bread in your board?
Oh, no, Bob.
I had some Panera on there, but listen, I made this very clear to Eddie. He texted me last night. He said, "Are you a sit-down chain restaurant guy?" I said, no, I can't say that I am. And he said, but do you think you could do a draft about it? And the more I thought about it, I was like, I could definitely make a draft board.
You're probably better
items.
at fast food, right?
Yes. I'm not necessarily, I'm definitely not an expert, but I'm not necessarily a seasoned vet in the chain restaurant game. I've never been to Applebee's. I've never been to Olive Garden. I've been to TGI Fridays maybe once in my life. So there's a couple that I really like, but I want to put it out there and make it very clear. I'm no Jeff D. Lowe here.
I think the rule of thumb is, do the employees sing to you on your birthday?
I like that.
I like that.
That's a solid rule of thumb. I don't know if you guys want me to do this, but I could also go through what was drafted in the chain restaurant.
Let's not.
Let's wait. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Robbie did ask me he asked me breakfast. And I said, yeah, I think
yeah.
there are definitely sit-down chain restaurant breakfast places. So that's a lot. And we should also clarify, we're taking best item. We're not trying to build the best meals.
No.
Okay.
No synergy.
We don't need cohesion. No, It'd be just like, yeah, this is not like a pairing menu.
But we should all have our dishes together one day and see how it does.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. I mean, where would we have to go? Somewhere in
Everywhere.
Ohio, right?
Yeah, we'd have to go to Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, that's it. That's the best place for it. All right, we could do the order. We could get into it. Jeff, Lance has the number 1 through 5 behind his back. What number is it?
2.
No.
Robbie,
3.
No.
Clem,
5.
Yes.
Fuck!
you want a 1?
I wanted 1.
You could have. Every time I take 1, I get shit on for my first pick, even though it's a great pick. So I am not going near 1. I'll take 3. Pull me right in the fucking middle and get me out of like the fucking trolls' radars right now because I'm getting sniped. I am completely flustered right now. To give the audience a little background here, I was supposed to. I thought we were doing this later. I have AJ Clem home alone with me right now. He has pink eye out of school. So we went from just going to get the deli, get a nice little sandwich. We just hit a chain restaurant, Mickey D's, and we just scooted back home. So there's a chance I'm going to have a 5-year-old on my shoulders within the next hour or so.
Sick
So
day
give me
Mickey
3.
D's is what a day for him.
Yep.
Yeah, it's huge.
And I downloaded Minecraft on his iPad, so he's
Come
just
on.
like living the best life. He's never going to want to go to school again.
He's going to keep giving himself pink eye. The pink eye loophole.
Yeah, and for people who know, like he said, we got a wrench. AJ Clem's going to be home. I was like, that's maybe a bad wrench for you. It's a great wrench for the show because we love when AJ Clem's just climbing like a tree. It's
In my kitchen.
Yeah, it's great. Nick, 1 through 4.
Let me look at Lance. 1. Knew it, you piece of shit.
Got it.
I'll take 1.
Damn, now I'm very interested to see what you got.
There's a clear 1-1 here.
I got my first rounder, so maybe
Okay,
we're on
okay.
the same page. 1 through 3 to me.
Yep.
3.
Yeah.
Whoa. Predictable.
Eye
today.
contact works, I guess.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 2 then. I'm gonna stick with it. 1 or 2. Jeff,
2.
No.
Robbie.
1.
Yeah.
Nice.
You want 4 or 5?
I'll take 5.
All right. So the order is Nick, Eddie, Clem, Jeff, Robbie. The sit down, build your own sit down chain or restaurant meal. We'll get to it as soon as we talk about ChevyDriveChicago.com. The auto show may be over, but the best deals at your Chevy dealer are still going. If it's time for a new car, your local Chevy dealer has something for you. The all-new Equinox, the Trax, the Blazer are SUVs you'll want to test drive and drive often, giving everything from style to comfort, safety, and plenty of room. There is a Chevy SUV for you. Head to ChevyDriveChicago.com to learn more about these cars and find out your local Chevy dealer today. It's that simple. You want to go check out all the Chevy fleet. Big fan of the Equinox, Nick. You ever check out an Equinox?
I've been in an Equinox.
Yeah.
Spacious.
Very spacious.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
They got the 2 captain chairs in the middle, which is a great wrinkle.
I like that significantly more than the having to flip a seat down to get to the back.
Yeah. It's way better. And obviously, the Trax and the Blazer are great too. Blazer, classic model, classic car. So go to ChevyDriveChicago.com, like I said, to learn more about these cars and find your local Chevy dealer today. One more time, ChevyDriveChicago.com. All right, Nick, lead us off.
Boys, is it not obvious here? The most calorically dense, unhealthy appetizer ever put on the market. Give me the bloomin' onion. Bloomin' onion is appetizer. I think that's the rightful 1-1. What a beautiful, it's beautiful to look at. It's like, that could be in the middle of a museum and I would stare at it. The way it's built, the way it's constructed, the horseradish, so shareable. There's nothing like the bloomin' onion.
It's solid. It's great.
Yeah, the coating is great, so great, and the sauce. But the coating is so great that they just started coating everything in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's bloomin' chicken now, bloomin' steak. Like it's just everything. Bloomin' shrimp.
I think
As
when you
soon
close
as
your eyes
Nick
and think
said there's
appetizer.
a clear 1-1, I had a feeling it was this.
Yeah. I'm happy with it.
Have you had one recently?
I have celiac disease.
Oh,
Yeah.
He can't eat any of this shit anymore.
Nope. It's just this is the best I can get now.
Damn,
I was
so-
just talking about it.
yeah. The onion is, the name is great.
Mm-hmm.
The menu item is unique, obviously. It's it's a worthy first rounder for sure.
It has the history. It has the pedigree.
I prefer the bloomin' shrimp, but this is the more iconic item.
You can't have the bloomin' shrimp without the onion.
It's correct. It's correct. It's true.
Oh, what we got?
We got a nice little tablet there.
My singing monsters. The iPad's going on right now. With chicken nugget in his mouth.
If there's a
What do you
con,
think
it could be a little inconsistent sometimes. I think I don't know if everyone.
Sure. They also have like the bloomin' petals if you don't want the whole thing. It's crazy. That is the most iconic sit down chain item, I think.
And how many calories are in one? It's shocking, is it not?
As soon as Nick said he has the 1-1 like Robbie, I was like, oh, I should have gone with 1-1, and I wouldn't have gotten shit on finally for my first pick. So
This would have been
done,
it, Clem?
Nick. I'm in my goddamn own head. Yeah, I'm like, as soon as he said there's a 1-1, I'm looking at my list here. I'm like, oh, the Blue Onion. You throw that on the graphic. That is chain restaurant. Fucking, that's the symbol. If there was a flag for chain restaurants, I think that would be in the middle of the flag right there. Would be the crest.
Just aesthetically, it's beautiful.
Yes.
I love symmetry.
I think a lot of places as well have tried to replicate it, and nobody has done it as good as them.
Yeah. No, nobody does it like the Australians.
Yeah, you're right. So that's a good compliment to them.
1,620 calories in one serving of the bloomin' onion.
One serving?
Yeah,
So that's one onion.
it says one serving is
one
16.
They do the make your they make the kit. You can buy the kit to make it at home, right? Is there an
Ooh,
Outback
I didn't
branded?
know that.
It'll be a fun little
They
activity.
they make their own onions too. They grow like large onions.
Oh,
kidding.
really?
Wow.
Not their worst item in terms of calories though. They have one that's a monster.
Oh, but you don't want to say it.
No, I don't think anyone will draft it, but I won't say it.
Okay.
Do you think, like, if you go to Australia, can you go into like a pub and be like, "Can I get a bloomin' onion, mate?" And are they?
We
just
did
like,
this before on our podcast with an Australian movie podcast, and they just kind of laughed at everything we said. So this is
All right, Bloomin' Onion off the board. It's to me. This is hard, man. I'm gonna go bread, and I think this is tough because it's a deep category. But I swear nobody does it better than Red Lobster.
Cheddar Bay biscuit.
The cheddar bays. It's got the cheese. It's got the nice little garlic. It's perfect when it's warm. It's flaky, breaks apart. Truly, it is like a cheat code for Red Lobster to get your meal started.
Number one on my bread list. Number
it?
one on my
Okay,
bread
good.
list.
yeah. Those are both my number 1 and 2.
Good.
I was really upset White Sox Dave wasn't on because I was waiting for him to give his Red Lobster cheddar biscuits that he gives once every 3 months, basically. And I was like, oh, we're going to hear it just go on his tangent about it. But fortunately, he's not here. But I think we've heard it enough on the dog walk. It's fucking, it might be the GOAT.
My
in that
second
stat
ever
category.
tweet in 2016: Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuit vape pen. That's it.
Oh yeah, I'm in.
5 likes.
Count me in. Make that 6.
Credit to them too for not charging for these fuckers yet.
Wow. Yeah.
You know, like they're that good where they could pull one over on everyone, and we'd still buy them no problem if you go to Red Lobster. But they haven't done it, so
Great on them.
yeah, great on them.
Arguably the highlight of their menu. Like you go to Red Lobster for those. I feel.
Yes.
I wasn't a seafood guy growing up, so when I would go to Red Lobster, I would have 20 of those. The innards
yeah.
are so good. They do it right.
They do.
I've never had a bad one.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe some better than others, but never a bad one.
Very consistent.
Right? Yeah. Have they done anything with this, Jeff? Have they made like an offshoot? Have they done like a Cheddar Bay biscuit and gravy or
No,
something?
they have like the frozen version, which is like honestly pretty fucking good. They have like the boxed version. They're good. Like they taste just like they do in the restaurant.
Yeah. So
Delicious. They're great. They'd be my number 2 pick.
Where's Cheddar Bay?
Oh,
Somewhere in Maryland has to be.
Gotta be right.
we got to
Yeah.
visit.
We have to go to Cheddar Bay, boys.
yeah.
Let's book the trip.
Cheddar Bay going for the biscuits. We're here for the biscuits. Clem, you're up.
All right, here. So that's a good one, man. Bread is so stacked, which I guess is how they get us in the fucking door at these places.
Bread is stacked.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna throw this one out there. Like just going wings at Buffalo Wild Wings as an appetizer. Is that legitimate here?
No, that's an entree. That's an entree.
Entree. I
Oh,
think.
wings can be an appetizer. Well, at,
No,
at B-dubs?
at B-dubs, no.
I'll log off right now if he gets wings at Buffalo Wild Wings as an appetizer. That is an entree.
Anywhere else, I think it could be an
Yeah,
appetizer.
you could get it. You could
Yeah.
get appetizer other places.
Yes, wings are an appetizer other places. At Buffalo Wild Wings, I would say that's an entree.
I would fight it, but Jeff either is getting sick or he has a really angry voice right now, and I don't want
No,
to have that
that's
thing coming
like-
at me.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think that has to be vetoed, right?
I agree. I would veto that.
It has to be vetoed.
Clem,
think,
I
yeah.
love you to death, brother, but you sounded so silly just then.
That's why I kind of just tested the water. I didn't just throw it out as a pick. If you noticed there, I'm not in the mood to argue right now, true weather style.
You could take it for entree, Clem.
You could take it for entree.
No, I'm not taking it for entree.
Take it. I dare you to take it.
I'm taking it for Jeff's entree. Jeff's first pick
There
is
it is.
Buffalo Wild Wings wings. We can now cross draft in this. Man, I really wish I had that bloomin' onion. All right, fuck it. We're going Olive Garden breadsticks. We'll just go to the bread. We'll stay safe. Olive Garden breadsticks. I think it's kind of like with the Cheddar Bay biscuits. You can fill up on breadsticks pretty easily and still walk home a happy person. And it's the fact that that was, I think, the first unlimited item I ever had at one of these places where you're just like, oh shit, they really push you with that. You can have all the breadsticks you can handle. So Olive Garden breadsticks, always warm. I've got them to go once too, and they still hit even when you bring them home.
Even when you eat them out of the fridge cold, holds up. They get a little crusty at the ends. God damn, great choice.
Yeah,
You mean like the cold ends of the bread?
Like they get a little bit harder, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I like that.
I like
That's a good
it.
take. Do you dip in the Alfredo sauce?
Nope, I go raw.
Wow.
Raw.
I've been one time in probably about 10, 15 years. I was at IKEA here in California. I was buying, and it was like the only thing that was right there. And it's like, you know what? Just gotta fucking do it. And it was pretty fucking. It was great. It was a great meal.
Yeah, it holds up.
I've only been to Olive Garden once. I hated everything about it besides the breadsticks. The breadsticks were elite. And then I tried.
Salad's great too.
Is it good salad?
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
dressing distribution on the salad.
Red Lobster's got a good salad too. And then I tried it when you put a blindfold on me. It made me eat like 80 items last year, Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the only other time.
I feel like that's the 1A to Cheddar Bay biscuit when it comes to bread.
Yeah, I think there's still other good ones.
Sure.
But I would say that there maybe one more could be considered.
I agree.
You know what I'm talking about, probably.
You had a twinkle in your eye.
I know who's ever got bread is going to get something falling to them.
There's an
Yeah.
interesting there's an interesting thing that could potentially happen with Olive Garden, but I don't know if anyone's going to say it.
Oh,
We'll see.
What the hell could that mean?
It's an interesting thing. It's a potential interesting thing, boys.
Man, strong board, strong first round so far. How you following it up, Jeff?
I don't think I'm next. Oh, I am next. I'm 4. So I'm gonna go. That's tough because I actually think there's only there's 2 good bread things left. So I am just gonna go Texas Roadhouse rolls and their cinnamon butter.
There it is.
'Cause I knew it would be gone next. So I'm gonna go
Yes, it
Texas
would
Roadhouse
be.
rolls and cinnamon. So I would have taken. In my head, I was like, whatever Clem doesn't pick. 'Cause I kind of thought he was gonna go. That's why I was like, buddy, just pick the entree as the wings.
Should have given me those wings as appetizer, Jeff. Jeff, you're picking the litter right now.
No,
But
that's
no, I'm happy I got Texas Roadhouse rolls and cinnamon butter. The cinnamon butter is incredible.
Yeah.
The rolls are always warm, buttery, soft. I actually don't like Texas Roadhouse, but their
What?
bread is fantastic. Yeah, I'm a team. I'm a team Outback guy.
You don't got to pick sides with that. You know, we're not at war with Australia right now. I think Texas Roadhouse and Outback can live
Also-
in synergy.
I'm not. There's an item at Roadhouse that I'm not going to mention it, but I'm going to go there with their rolls and cinnamon.
That's a
butter.
great choice. They are so smooth and they're glistening when you have. It looks like a Latina's butt cheek was sitting in the bowl, dude.
Yep.
You just want to dive in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's my
Bob.
favorite bread that's my favorite bread at a sit down chain.
Yeah.
My absolute that would have been my first pick if I had the first pick.
Oh, damn, almost got to you. Bread is flying off the
Almost.
board.
Yeah.
People can't
This-
run to the podium fast enough to grab bread in this draft.
It's like the quarterback running fantasy. Everyone's like, "Oh, I'm just going to wait on a quarterback," and then they start going, "You're like, fuck it, I don't want to miss out on Josh Allen. I got to take
It's
him
exactly
now." So
like this, and I'm
just-
going to end up with fucking Matt Stafford, dude.
Yeah, exactly. You got Tannehill starting.
I've never had Texas Roadhouse before, but I just know this bread like just carries.
Yeah,
the fucking
that's
day.
that's how you know it's good because it like you don't need to be a Roadhouse guy to know that exists. So yeah, that's my pick.
We got to go one day, Clem.
Robbie,
Back to back.
Yeah, you're up, Robbie.
So with my first round pick, I'm going to take the All-Star Special at Waffle House as my entree.
Wow, entree off the board. Iconic.
The All-Star Special at Waffle House for the uninitiated is 2 scrambled eggs, toast and jelly, choice of grits, hash browns, or sliced tomatoes, a waffle, your choice of bacon, sausage, or city ham. I think it's like over 1,000 calories for sure. And it is one of the only entrees that I could say hits at every single time of day. All 24 hours, I could have that and be absolutely delighted with it. And then because I only think there's one good bread left, I'm going to draft my bread in the second round, and that would be the Cheesecake Factory bread.
Good bread.
Get a little variety, get that brown bread. It's good stuff. So that'll be my 1 and 2 there.
So nobody picked the Outback Steakhouse bread.
I'm about to, Jeff.
Oh, okay.
The last round. God
okay.
damn it.
I'm the only one without bread. Am I not?
I'm sorry, I did mix that up.
Let's dissect the Waffle House pick first. Waffle House is great.
Dangerous, but great.
Yeah.
But like any meal could be your last, and that's why you savor it.
The last
You could have
time I
a
was at
chair
Waffle
thrown
House,
at your head.
that's truly what it felt like too. We were at Waffle House after the last Pup Punk show in Knoxville, Tennessee, and there were 2 real sketchy goth, what we think are drug dealers that were sprinting in and out of the Waffle House probably every 5 minutes. They would sprint into the Waffle House, make a quick drug deal, sprint into their car. 5 minutes later, the same thing would happen over and over again. It was a delightful experience. I think we put like 8 people in a booth of 4. It was great.
I think they
One of those
hire
places that at
somebody
the-
to like put muck on the tables. Like I don't know how it gets so dirty.
Yeah.
One of those places too where at the right moment can hit as well as any sit down chain.
Yeah.
At the perfect moment. Usually it's late at night.
Yeah, post
Yeah, of
concert.
course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very consistent. Just very consistent. You know what you're getting every time, which is a big problem with these chains. You know,
The workers can defend themselves if anyone came in, tried to rob the place. The workers are fighting back. It's
Oh
great.
yeah.
And then you took Cheesecake Factory brown bread. Same thing. I've only had Cheesecake Factory once, so I can't really comment on it. So
I'm a big
It's good.
Cheesecake Factory guy.
They sell that. It's all over stores now. They love they sell those everywhere now. Their bread, which is not as good as the in store, but their bread is good. Yeah, I wish they wouldn't have. It's a shame that Cheesecake Factory buckled to peer pressure and reduced their menu size.
Yeah, they were getting clowned for their menu size. It was like reading the Goblet of Fire, dude.
wait, did they really
it's a
shrink
shame
it?
that they conformed.
What'd they shrink it down to? Like that
Normal
much?
menu size. I think they're like little larger menus now, but they used to be that like Nick said, that thick book, and then people complained and stupid. Yeah.
Jeff, you're up.
This is tough because I don't, one of these I think might get taken. So I think this is the best item available. Oh, man. But I also want to win. I could do something with the appetizer here that would be just, I don't know, I'd probably get vetoed.
Try it out, pal.
But I don't want it. So I'm gonna go with
He's been so
I'm gonna
mysterious.
go with Bonefish Grill for my appetizer. Bonefish Grill, Bang Bang Shrimp. Bang Bang Shrimp might be the best sit down chain item. Period. It's not anywhere near as iconic as the Bloomin' Onion, but I'm gonna go with the Bonefish Grill Bang Bang Shrimp, which a lot of places do like the Bang Bang Shrimp thing, but Bonefish is fucking amazing. And it's considered a shareable because I did look up like, can I draft this as an entree? And you can. It's just listed as a share item. So though I ain't sharing if I order this. I'll tell you that right now, boys.
Delicious,
not
very
sharing,
good.
Jeff?
No, not the Bang Bang Shrimp. No.
I think what's going to hurt you is maybe people haven't had it.
It's very fair, very fair. But I think the people who do know it and are going to agree, like, that's a great pick.
Is Bonefish regional?
I don't think it's regional.
No,
but
it's everywhere.
But they're
I only know that because I just looked up the menu like 2 seconds ago.
So this goes back to that bracket we did during COVID. Right when COVID kicked off, Jeff brought this up, and then I went and I tried it. So I've had this once, and you're right, it's very good.
Yeah, very, very good. Bonefish is like, to me, like Olive Garden. When you're from like maybe a smaller town or a mid-sized town, that's like a big before prom place or before homecoming place. Going to Bonefish.
like you're at Carrabba's across the street because you couldn't get into Bonefish Grill.
And it's just
I've
a
never
smidge
been.
nicer for some reason.
A little bit, yeah.
But really, like, how different is it than Red Lobster?
I don't think at all.
Yeah,
Oh, it's better. It's definitely better.
a smidge maybe.
They're getting their fish from the same place.
It's considered higher quality.
Yeah.
You know? That's my pick. I think I can get my entree a little later. That's why I'm taking the risk here.
I think you could have got this later as well, Jeff. Just my
I could
opinion.
have, but I also do know like Nick is aware of it. Oh, he did get whatever.
Yeah,
It's good.
It's good. Pick. It's a good pick. Go with your heart, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go with the good stuff.
Clem, you're up.
All right. I got two in entrees I really like. I'm kind of where Jeff is. I don't know which ones are going to be there for me. If I miss a couple of these, it'll break my heart. All right. You know what? We're just going to go back. Double dipping at the garden here right now. Going back to the Olive Garden, my go-to anytime I go there, the tour of Italy. Ed, we're talking lasagna, we're talking chicken parm, and we're talking fettuccine Alfredo.
He's rubbing his
Big
palms.
three. I just got LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. And with my breadsticks, I got Spo or Pat Riley coaching them. I can't beat that. Can't beat it.
What is it? Say it one more time.
It's called the tour of Italy, and you get serving a lasagna, serving a chicken parm, serving a fettuccine Alfredo. And you're like, oh, it's a heavy meal right there. They're probably just giving you a little spaghetti. No, they're giving you some big sizes, Ed, for the big boys here.
Big brain pick.
And
Really?
Yeah.
Do they touch though?
touch. They do not touch. It's a tour, Ed. We have to walk.
All right, because I was
There's a
gonna
small
say,
commute between each.
I wouldn't want Alfredo touching my parm or lasagna.
Are you a non?
Yeah.
Are you like that? You
Yeah,
like
I don't
quadrants?
like. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not Fred Flintstone. I don't like it all.
Okay.
You know what I mean, I hate the Fred Flintstone.
You need to bring like your own like cafeteria tray at every restaurant.
Yeah, exactly. Like, give me the
A
dividers.
separator, yeah.
The Jeff D'Lo lunchbox.
That does not count as a sampler, by the way. Like that fully counts.
I agree. That counts. Yeah, that's
yeah.
like their highlight thing, right?
Good
like
pick.
the tour of
Yeah.
Italy is like their main. Yeah.
So this is a sample. This is an appetizer, not a.
It's an
No,
entree.
it's a
entree.
Entree. Gotcha. I figured. Okay. Sounds like it's good. Sounds like people like to pick.
Ed, do you like to slot? Like, so I used to be someone like you that doesn't like stuff touching. I've changed as I've gotten older. At least on Thanksgiving, tell me you just start whipping all that shit together, throw some taters on the cranberry sauce on the turkey,
No.
or you just
It
separation
dep-
of church and state.
No, if it happens, like it happens. Like to be honest with you, like if the Alfredo was touching the chicken part, whatever. Like I really wouldn't care that much, but I'd prefer if they didn't.
That's fair.
That's
That's
it.
fair. My wife's the same way with that stuff. I understand.
I'd prefer if they
Ed,
didn't.
big fan of segregation.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not a pickle guy. So when you get a pickle
neither.
just covering like 14 fries, those fries are dead to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. It's like
Pickle's the worst too because it lingers.
yeah, pickle lingers, man.
Lingers.
Yeah.
Yeah. People don't agree on that enough.
You'll grab a
worst.
pickle out of the jar and it's on my fingers the rest of the day. It overtakes my whole body.
Yeah. All right, back to me. Man, I got two appetizers staring me right in the eye right now, and I really want them both, but I can't have them both. Fuck. I'm gonna go with the Aussie cheese fries
Wow.
from Outback.
For appetizer?
I think they're better than the Bloomin' Onion. And I think they're the best variation of sit-down chain cheese fries.
The loaded Bloomin' fries, by the way, which they don't sell anymore. That is the highest caloric chain restaurant I'm like of all time.
Really?
Oh wow.
It's like just dumping a Bloomin' Onion on top of cheese fries, though. It's not really that shocking.
Have you guys tried these?
Yeah, they're
I
very
haven't.
good.
Rarely. Like I maybe once or twice. I've never ordered them myself. I probably plucked from Jeff's plate or something.
I've never ordered them. I think you and I only tried them with you. That means somebody else got them with us.
Okay, they were good.
Shay, I bet Stephen Shay ordered
That
them.
does seem like something he'd do.
They're really strong. A lot of places make them, like I said, but I think they do the cheese fry with bacon the best. So,
I've
Aussie
gotten
cheese
these
fry.
before, and I got them with the Bloomin' Onion and a third app, and I was just like, "There's a lot of calories on this day. Like these things come to fucking play." Are they more than the Bloomin' Onion? They can't be more than the Bloomin' Onion.
I don't maybe
Actually, maybe
no,
potato?
maybe possibly. That's why I think you start so solid at Outback with the onion this and the bread obviously. Like that's where they're
Yeah, you're starting off the meal. If you have a good app or a good bread, it makes the meal.
yeah for sure.
It could destroy it.
Nick,
Now, Ed, is this one of those things though? I feel like cheese-based appetizers, you got to eat it quick, or else you're gonna have some soggy mess. Does that happen with this
Yeah.
as well?
Oh,
It's
for
been
sure.
a while since I've had these.
yeah, but you're sharing them, and it's like they go by fast.
They go quick enough.
Yeah.
When the
Exactly.
cheese starts hardening on top of cheese fries, I'm out.
Get it off my table.
Yeah, but that's what's good is they don't like some places like burn the cheese on top of the fries, and it's not like
Theirs is so artificial it can't harden.
yeah, exactly. Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
Great way to-
No, that's what I like.
yeah, no, they're great.
Going back to our previous conversation, Ed, do you order the cheese fries, cheese on one part of the plate, fries on another part of the plate, bacon on the other part? Because now it seems like we're being a little inconsistent here.
Oh no, that's
I
fine.
don't
Eddie asked for 9 plates.
No,
when he sits
no,
down. He's
yeah.
I need 9 separate plates.
No, now this is getting out of hand.
Segregation Ed over here.
Yeah.
Nick, you're up.
All right, boys, I'm going to take dessert. And I'm going to go Chili's molten lava cake.
Good
As the
pick.
desserts.
Good pick. My number 2 on the board.
Okay.
My
Number 2 dessert.
1.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. What a rush of temperatures on the tongue. The vanilla ice cream, the very hot fudge, beautiful looking. Aesthetically, I have a really good looking team, a lot of beautiful boys. I'm happy with the molten lava cake.
Fancy.
It's also not too big.
Yeah.
No.
It's perfect to split between 2 after you're full.
No, this is a good one. You had it number 2. You had it 1, Robbie.
I had it 1. I think it's the best, chain dessert. And even when I was talking about this draft with some people in the office, it was the first thing Tommy Smoke said. He was like, "Oh my God, you got to get the Chili's molten lava cake." I was like, "I'll fucking give it a shot, brother," but I'm gonna have to go out there and disappoint him.
No, I'm happy to get it in the second round. And I have another pick
You
here.
got another pick.
So I need a bread, an entree, and a side.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm going to go entree. I'm going to go P.F. Chang's orange chicken.
Ooh.
Good pick.
Good aroma, good looking. It's about the coloring here. It's a beautiful. I'm going aesthetic. I'm going real shallow here, but yeah.
Because you can't eat it, celiacs.
Yeah, I can't go eat any of this. This is just me
Yeah.
cucking myself,
Living
making
like
a
you just
list
wanna
of
look
the
at it
things
all,
I
yeah.
miss. Yeah, I'm just reminiscing here. A walk down memory lane. Going P.F. Chang's orange chicken.
Living vicariously through 2015, Nick.
Wasn't that is that Mark Davis's order too? Does he go into P.F. Chang's and order orange chicken? He's a billionaire and he's still getting it.
Yeah.
That was my question.
He does go. I think that is what he does, right?
Yeah.
It's I just know he gets a lot of PF Chang's. They have a lot of great options. I don't know if anything else we picked from there, but they have a couple that were on my board.
There was another one on my board as well, but I can't take it.
I don't know if I definitely have. I've had PF Chang's a bunch, but I don't know if I've
They're
ever
big
had
into
it.
the to go now. They have those PF Chang to go locations all over like New York.
I lived next to one in New York. Tempted
Yeah,
me
I
every
did
day.
too.
Yeah.
But they're one of those places that do a great job with just about everything. So
Yeah. PF, it's consistent. I think it's like the Bonefish. It's like a higher end chain.
yeah. All right, back to me. I don't know. Might be controversial, and I'm also paying homage to White Sox Dave to the prequel to this draft. But I'm gonna go with Hooters wings. I fucking love Hooters.
Wow.
Yeah.
Horny move. Horny
horny.
move.
Yeah.
yeah, that is a
Yeah.
horny move.
Smash those babies right in my face, is what Sox Dave would say. I sincerely do love Hooters wings. They're great. They have awesome ranch. I'm just.
Did they do away with the breaded wings though?
No, they still have those.
Okay, that's what I like about Hooters the most. Like, well, besides the big boobs, but they
Whoa,
don't do that
buddy.
anymore. They don't even do that anymore, right? Didn't
nice
they stop
save.
doing that?
They
No.
stopped-
Boobs?
I think
They still
boobs
do
are out.
boobs.
They
No,
still-
they still do boobs.
But they're not
The
like
waitresses have
bazungas,
boobs.
right? They're just boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they still got the breaded wings. They also have a wing called Daytona style with a Daytona sauce. Really good.
Okay.
And you could have them.
Really?
Yes, I believe
Even
they
though they're
are.
breaded?
They are not breaded.
Oh,
A
okay.
different style. Daytona style is
Daytona
different.
style. Oh,
Yeah.
this may be a game changer.
I know. I'll try it out next time.
Yeah.
This variation is not breaded, but their breaded ones are great too. I don't know. Any grudge with Hooters wings?
No, a grudge with who? Like we're going from P.F. Chang's to this is on the lower end of the
Sure,
spectrum of
sure.
sit down. This is this is damn near fast.
I've only been to Hooters once, and I was escorted out promptly It was in Augusta, Georgia, with the Foreplay Boys.
Did you come or
And
something?
No. John Daly was there, and they were like, "Let's just go into Hooters and see if we could like interview John Daly." So I walked in with a big camera following them, and it was like, Grandpa Simpson in the door, put the code up, and out the door. They were getting us out real quick.
Yeah, he famously goes to that Hooters during
Every
Week.
Masters. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. I went last year, and he's just got like an RV in the back, and it's just on the marquee. It says John Daly here, come for an autograph or some shit.
Wow.
And that's yeah. I mean, I
pick.
know I'm not drafting Hooters. I'm drafting the Wings specifically, but
You're kind of drafting Hooters. You're drafting the whole experience.
yeah, like I love everything about it. I love the dock. I love the.
Do you have to
decor.
draft the side as like the boobs? Like,
I'm going to take Hooters titties as my side.
Yeah, it's a very personal board. So.
And Jack's definitely going to use the graphic with the girl holding the wings right in front of the boobs. And the wings have become kind of like the punchline. It's like I read Playboy for the articles. I go to Hooters for the wings. And it's like we're all looking for boobs.
I listen to Only Stands audio only. I love hearing them play Connect 4.
But I think I proved today that I am a Hooters for the Wings guy. So.
What wings are we drafting here, Ed? Breaded or non-breaded?
I mean, gun to head. Like if I had them one more time, I'd go breaded. But like I said, I really do like that Daytona style. They're very good. Clem, you're up.
All right. Tell you, this board gets really weird. I have one that if I don't get, I'm gonna cry about it. But I think I might be safe. So I'm going to get a little weird here, and we're just going to go with a side because my sides are weak. I don't know.
Saruman.
I don't like. I almost was going to say like, should we throw? My wife was like, should we throw a miscellaneous in there where you get like a song or a saying or something? And I was like, we can't be changing the draft on the fellas here. So bottomless red robin fries.
Man, that was my number one.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
I had them on my
shit.
board too.
Do
I
they
was going
pepper
off
them?
the board next. I actually don't know if I have another option here.
Wow.
Wow, that makes you feel good when the goat of the of the sit down chains is given that kind of respect. I mean, it's bottomless fries, Ed. Tell me what's wrong. The only person who's ever poked an argument in bottomless fries is Stephen fucking Shea, who gets the bottomless broccoli.
Bottomless
instead.
broccoli.
So that makes you feel even better about this pick. So again, bottomless fries anywhere, let alone a place like Red Robin that embraces, that incredible deal.
God, it's a great pick.
Man, I am carbon up too. I got breadsticks, I got the tour of Italy, and bottomless fries. Guys, I'm not making it through the rest of this draft. I'm dying.
Question though, how good are the fries?
They're good.
They're good. They're a steak fry, and steak fry when done right and then fried enough is an elite fry.
What's that
But
face?
steak
Ed?
fr-
Are
steak
you
fry can be
anti-steak
botched.
fry over there?
I like steak fries with like ribs. Which
I don't love to do the whole
No,
Stephen. I don't like to do the whole Stephen Shea is a wacky zany dude thing, but like I know because Shea just is a lunatic, but he very famously said one time that he prefers instead of the endless fries to go endless broccoli at Red Robin.
Shocking.
He's a piece of shit.
Steak fries can get a little cold in the middle, a little mush in the middle.
Yeah, that's what I like, and I'm yeah. So, but I
I don't like the steak fry slander. This is a Gen
like
Z millennial ass thing. Be happy with your fries.
All right, you shut me up.
These fucking youngsters in Chicago complaining about steak fries. Back in my day, we were happy fries.
The Gen Z guys over here.
Yeah.
Jeff, you're up.
I'm gonna go side. Actually, no, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go side. So this is the controversial one, but I think it has to count because you can get this with your entree, and it's like a staple there. I'm going never-ending soup salad breadsticks at Olive Garden. That's a side.
But you can't take You can't take the breadsticks.
This guy would have let
that's
me take
true.
Buffalo Wild Wings appetizers, and then he trapped me.
I'm
by
sorry.
the-
I'm looking at Olive Garden's website. Every entree can come with our never-ending first course of soup, salad, and breadsticks. That is a staple of Olive Garden. That's a side at Olive
I
Garden.
think you might have to take one.
Yeah, I think that makes
That's
sense.
the that's like saying the tour of Italy you can only take lasagna.
This is tough because it's hard to argue against Jeff. He's the fucking big brain when it comes to all this stuff.
I'm
Any
just saying,
argument
like,
we have, he's going to find a loophole in.
The item is never-ending soup, salad, and breadsticks.
Yeah, but like Nick said, it's hard to give you breadsticks. Maybe I could meet you never-ending soup and salad.
It's the item. That's the item, though.
See, how do you defeat an undefeatable guy?
We can't have breadsticks on the board twice, so I'll throw out a veto on that.
But
I think
are you
gotta
editing
order one,
the
right?
item?
But you have to order one in the item. The item doesn't come with all of it. Right?
No, it does
It's
come
not
with all of them.
It's
No,
a
it's
soup,
all of
a
them.
salad. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had to pick a soup or a salad. and they
I
each
thought
come
the
with
salad and
breadsticks.
breadsticks were more of an appetizer. They come out first.
I think it's a side to the meal.
How many people are still ordering those when their entree comes out?
Appetizer comes out first.
Yeah.
You get the soup with you get the soup with your meal? This might be an appetizer, Jeff.
I think this should count as a side.
I vote no. You guys go around the board. Robbie?
I'm going to have to vote no. You just can't double draft breadsticks.
Clem?
Takes my breadsticks, and Jeff Delo's taking your wings for his dessert at some point, Ed, and then he's nibbling on Nick's blooming onion, and like, where does it start? Where does it stop? I'll stop it here. Veto.
I was going to say yes. I would have said yes. Sorry, man. Congrats to the Frankettes for winning the dozen, though, huh?
I do think I mean, it's veto. I think it should count. I think that's it's an item.
I think you should stage a coup when this comes out.
Yeah, no, because the breadsticks are free, and this you have to purchase is like the extra thing. I'm gonna move on from side then. If I have to pick something else, I'm gonna take the best. This is, by the way, I think the molten lava cake is not the best chain restaurant item. This is not as known as Chili's, but I'm taking the pronunciation depends on who you are. It's BJ's Pizookie or Pizookie, depending on how you say it.
I say Pizookie.
It's a skillet cookie with ice cream on top. The BJ's Pizookie. You say Pizookie or Pizookie?
Ookie, like cookie.
Yeah, okay. So whatever. It is unbelievable. Always warm, gooey cookie with a big scoop of ice cream on top. BJ's Brew House. Yeah, it's
that
fantastic.
was my number 2.
Yeah.
BJ Pizookie sounds like what happens at a happy ending.
I've never heard of this. Never been to BJ's. Just Google the picture.
Either.
Looks good.
But you know what? When I told my girlfriend we were doing this draft last night, she was like, "You got to get the BJ's cookie in the skillet." Everyone
She
loves
did. There you
BJ's.
go. See?
Yeah.
I went to one on I think it was like a business trip or something at Barstool, and it's heavenly. It's a magical place. I don't know where they're located, but they are incredible. I think I got this Pizookie thing, and it was out of this world. Great pick.
Where the fuck is BJ's at? Are they everywhere, Jeff?
Yeah, I think so. They're in a lot of like
They're
new
not.
malls.
It's not like a Chili's, not as nationwide, but I've seen them. I think there's some in the Northeast. I think so.
Trying to look it up.
Fantastic though.
Sounds good. Yeah, there's one in Orland Park. Maybe we'll
There
take
you
a
go.
trip.
I'm telling you, Ed.
All right, you got me intrigued. Robbie, you're up.
So I have a pick that I think can kind of go back and forth between appetizer and side. So I want to take this pick and kind of have you guys tell me where you think it should go. I would like to take chips and salsa from On the Border. Would that be an appetizer or a side? It comes out early, as soon as you get
Appetizer,
there.
right?
Yeah, I think that's an appetizer.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first thing you get when you're there, and I know that because my very first job while I was in high school was being a chipper at On the Border.
You were a chipper?
I was a
Wow.
chipper, yeah. So I initially got hired as a busboy. My first night on the job was a packed Friday night. The actual chef at On the Border called one of the waitresses the hard C bomb. Like within an hour of me working there, screaming match in the kitchen. I was flustered. I think SummerSlam was on like the next, 2 nights. So I was thinking about that. I had that on the brain. They had me run out a big tray, 5 dinner plates on this tray. First time ever doing it. Pipe cleaner frame, I run out there. I take a drink off. The second I take a drink off, I didn't know that the balance was going to shift. 5 plates smashed down
Oh
on
my
the On the
God.
Border floor. 5
Oh
dinners.
my God.
That just got made by the chef that called the waitress the C word. So I know he's going to be pissed
Afraid
having
of
to
him.
remake those. I ran back in there mid panic attack and told my boss I will never bring out another meal ever again. I am on chips and salsa duty for the rest of my job here. And that's what happened. I was on chips and salsa duty for the rest of my job there.
What does a chipper do?
So if 2 people show up, they get 1 thing of salsa and 1 thing of chips. If 4 people show up, they get 1 thing of chips and 2 things of salsa. And basically you just wear an earpiece and they're like, 2 on table 54, and you run out chips and salsa. I made the salsa, I made the chips. I helped make the salsa and the chips. But they are amazing chips and amazing salsa, made only better if I made them. So I'll take this.
It's a
Everyone okay with it as an appetizer? It's free.
Yeah. The only issue with chips and salsa is you have too much. It's one of the ones
it's
where you
unlimited.
can't. Yeah, you're right. No,
I see what
you
you're
can't. You can't tell your. Yeah, I like to have. I fuck up too much. I'll go sit down. I have too many chips and salsa.
Slam too much.
Too regional, but if this was like people from Texas, I'd be picking Chewy's chips and creamy jalapeno. Great. So chips is a good pick. Yeah. There's other places that have chips. Everyone taking their appetizer now?
Yeah.
No, I still have to.
Because there's a couple chip appetizers that are on there. The appetizer list was the strongest, by the way. You could take in a whole
Ooh,
draft.
I
of
thought
appetizers.
bread.
Yeah, I thought bread, appetizer behind, but appetizer are good too.
And
Yeah.
then my side, I'm going to take my all-time favorite sit-down chain item. It is potato spring rolls at a Grand Lux Cafe, which is a offshoot
Wow.
of the Cheesecake Factory.
Grand Lux wow, what a cameo by Grand Lux.
Yes, it's like the Cheesecake Factory 2, basically. We have one at the Garden State Plaza in Jersey, and my all-time favorite meal. It's a spring roll with mashed potatoes on the inside. They cover them in cheese, and then they put a bunch of bacon crumbles on top. And it's the best shareable. Everyone wants one when you get them for the meal. So I'll take that as my side.
Does this have 100
Wow.
locations?
How many locations?
Does it have 100?
Upmarket's chain. There was one in Chicago.
I don't even know.
Is there?
Florida, Nevada, New Jersey, New York, and
Oh
Texas.
no, would this qualify?
Oh no. How
Why
many
not?
Does it have
locations?
to have 100?
Yeah, I think that was. Well, I didn't say it off the top.
It
so,
closed in Chicago.
so we could.
You didn't say it ever.
You could sneak it in. I know, but I know I said
Yeah,
that.
you never said I had to have 100.
I know I fucked that up off the top, but I know I said that in the original one with the when we were drafting places. You could have it, but
Well, thank you.
yeah, I never had it. Anybody else go in?
Oh yeah, I've been to Grand Lux. I've never had that item, but Grand Lux is great.
Grand Lux is awesome. I really love it.
Paramus, New Jersey.
That's right.
That's the only one I've been to. Yeah,
Looks fancy.
there were 2 in Vegas, Eddie. We could have gone if we would have known.
Ah, that would have been nice. Jeff, you're up.
So I'm gonna go. Oh man, I almost wanted to do just the wildest side possible, but Clem kind of alluded to one that he wasn't gonna take because it kind of breaks the rules. I'm gonna go with this. I make a challenge on it, but it is a full service sit down restaurant. I'm going Steak and Shake shoestring fries.
That does count as sit down to me.
It does,
I
but it
think that
did
counts,
recently
yeah.
change. I don't know if you knew that.
What?
You no longer have a waiter or waitress.
What?
Yeah, you go up. To,
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah,
but that,
you go up to a kiosk now. You type it in, and then they bring it out. It's now.
but for a long, does that count? Because the longest time they had wait.
I
Are they
think that
delivering the
counts.
food to you?
No, you go up and you grab it from the counter.
Do they bust the table for you?
No.
I think we can base off history. Then.
Yeah, I'm fine with
Yeah.
that based off history
Yeah,
because
I'm
that's
fair.
a
That's
recent
okay.
change,
I
yeah.
actually did not know that. That's what a shame.
I know.
I think it's a good move though. I don't know if you ever been like we had one in college, just the worst service.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like they were
Oh,
always
terrible. There's an entree on my list. I almost took. I'm not going to take it, but I'm going to go Steak and Shake shoestring fries. I think they're fantastic fries.
They are. They are. A lot of people. That might be controversial.
yeah, a little polarizing. People
Yeah.
hate them or love them. I love them. I think it's a good pick.
I like them.
There's a side I wanted to take that I can't wait to share later.
I think I talked about this on a previous dog walk. My dad and I went to a Steak and Shake, had no idea what it was in Florida like 20 years ago, and we left being like, that is the greatest restaurant we've ever been in. And I've never been back to a Steak and Shake since, and I almost don't want to
I
go back.
love
It's
Steak
so
and Shake.
pure
I
in
only
my
go to
mouth.
them in Florida.
So good. So
Yeah, they're great. You know what's kind of taking them over? I feel a little bit is Freddy's. I don't know if you guys have been there.
Never seen a
Oh,
Freddy. I don't know what
Freddy's
Freddy's
frozen custard?
is.
Yeah.
No, I've never seen that.
There's a couple Freddy's in Austin. Freddy's frozen custard, so good.
But I think It was a good move, and I don't know, Steak and Shake might bounce back. I think it's like the lowest franchising fee too.
Really? You could just
It's like
throw one up anywhere?
It's like 10 grand or
Yeah.
something.
Let's put our money together and let's open a Steak and Shake with the boys.
Let's do
That's the
it.
dream, isn't it?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Holy shit! They turned the Anus Studio into a Steak and Shake.
Sure did. It was 10 grand.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. Sneaky good pick, Jeff. Climb, you're up.
All right, so this was the dessert. The molten lava cake was like, I think, the one that was in everyone's mind, and I would have been very happy with it. But this one, I think this franchise, this restaurant actually, I think goes off a lot of people's radars because the way they've gone in the last decade or so. But just having the Friendly's clown cone on my
damn.
graphic.
It was too regional. It was too regional for me. Which, by the way, I mean, we could do this draft next year, and there may be 0 locations. It's sad.
Oh, is it on its way out?
It's really
It's been on its way out for. It's been one of the slowest deaths in the history of deaths.
Oh, no.
It's been like 15 years of a dying restaurant, and it's sad, man. But Friendly's is fuck yeah, I love Friendly's.
That was my
Love
childhood.
Friendly's. Yeah.
Eddie, do you guys have them out in Chicago? Is
No.
I've never been to a
Country?
Friendly's.
That's strictly Northeast and some Florida, but there's definitely none in Florida anymore.
It's just, again, you were a kid, you get the kids meal, and then at the end they bring you it's a little clown head. I'll explain it to you guys. It's like a cone on top of a little scoop of ice cream. They put a couple little M&Ms as the eyes, little whipped cream for the hair, and life was good back then.
Well, that's
Just leave it at
adorable.
that.
There's 2 still in Florida. There's 2 still. How about that?
One
There's-
just closed in Jersey that I used to drive past all the time, and driving past and seeing the branding on, I was devastated.
There is only 9 left in Connecticut. There used to be like 10 in my hometown alone. That is
Yeah,
sad. Friendly's is awesome.
There's like
so many
30 in
great
Long
options.
Island, and there was 330 like 10 years ago. It's crazy.
Well, this is not a tipping of a pick because no one's going to pick it. But they used to have a thing. Nick, you haven't been to one, right?
Never. No.
So they have a thing. So there are some in PA. So I didn't know if maybe like you'd seen them in Pennsylvania or something. But they their blizzard was called for a long time a cyclone.
Whoa.
And then they changed it to a name called a frenzy, which is so fucking lame.
Well, Frenzy's
Yeah,
kind of
Cyclone
cool.
was
Cyclone was awesome.
A Friendly's Frenzy?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's all right.
Frenzy,
They would
yeah.
always have like the claw machines at the front when you went in with like
Yeah.
bullshit in the machines, when you're waiting for a table. Friendly's was a big, like, you get a good grade, we'll go see a movie and go to Friendly's.
Damn.
Yep. Yeah. The one in Plainville, Connecticut. Go there, go to the Lowe's, now an AMC. Miss it. That's a New England childhood staple right
I love
there.
watching the fellows reminisce.
Yeah, I went to one in Avon a couple years ago.
And Avon oh yeah, that's right. I forgot you went to Avon. Yeah, that's right by where I grew up. I grew up in that whole area.
Yeah, so I went with Chief and Tom Lay, and it was not great, but
Yeah, it's dying, you can't judge it while it's
I
dying.
know
What?
exactly.
What? Because there was multiple races there. Ed? Was it segregated enough for you?
That has to be it.
No, that's not it. That's not it. But I hope it never dies because that's one of those places like you could acknowledge that like, hey, this isn't what I remember it to be, but it's still good memories, good times there.
The different, like the regionalization of like all this food stuff really blows my mind. Like when Jeff will talk about the dozen, he's like, oh, that's not a nationwide thing. I had no idea Friendly's wasn't a nationwide, and same with like Drake's cakes. I still have to get you guys.
Drake's is a
cakes.
surprising one. And surprising when you find Drake's in certain parts of the country where you didn't expect to see them. But Drake's is pretty much Northeast.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, we don't have them here.
Controversial item on the dozen. One of the most controversial questions in the history of the show.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Team ZD, baby.
All right, back to me now. I don't know if the Aussie cheese fries could have been a side as well, right?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think
no.
so? All right.
Their sides just fries
Yeah.
or potatoes
You
or
could
stuff like
yeah,
that.
All right, I was trying to sneak one by there. I'll go dessert and cookie skillet as well, but this one's from Outback. It is a salted caramel cookie skillet. I don't know if anyone here has had it.
Caramel Cookie skillet.
I haven't had it. I've seen it.
A cookie skillet is a beautiful dish.
Yeah.
Not their most famous dessert.
Yeah, but let me tell you, it is their best dessert. I don't even know if I've had the most famous, but I don't care.
Are all desserts off the board now?
This
Does everybody
thing-
have a dessert?
This thing is
I
incredible.
got a dessert left,
Okay.
but I don't think anyone's going to take it.
I think Nick knows the name of the famous dessert.
I don't
At
think I
Outback? Do you know it?
Is it an Australian term?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think I know.
We'll save it.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll do all that in honorable mentions. Just try it next time you go to Outback. It's elite.
Certainly will.
It's elite. If you like caramel, like if you're
Does it come out sizzling like a fajita?
no,
If it's in a skillet? Damn.
not really.
Okay.
No.
But a skillet's a great serving dish for eating a dessert.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ed, did they tell you be careful in the skillet? It's still hot. Did they tell you that?
They do tell you
They
that.
say that.
I like that.
That goes a
is-
long
Legals
way
have
for
to,
me.
Yeah.
Nick and I just went to a chain the other day, which it's a chain in the sense it's a chain, but it's definitely viewed as a higher end chain. We went to a Ruth's Chris in Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
And Nick got to experience the sizzling plates at Ruth's Chris.
My
the
first
time.
Ruth's Chris. I hate
best
phonetically
was-
saying that. Ugh.
They tell you, they're like, don't touch the plates, and KB's like, I'm gonna touch it. I gotta touch it.
And then he did.
People, when I worked it on the border, people would try to get free meals out of that maybe once a weekend. Like we would bring out the skillet. Please don't touch the skillet. It's super hot. They would touch it and be like, I need a free meal. Then we'd send the manager out and she would just give them sass until they left.
Love that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did you like Ruth's Chris? I think it's
Loved.
Yeah, I think it's really
Loved it.
solid for a chain steakhouse.
No, it was a really good meal. Really good meal. Got the seafood tower. Brandon got 2 seafood towers to go.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh wait, that's fake. That's a Brandon Walker thing.
two big bags, like
Yeah.
a doofus walking around the Vegas.
They have a
Strip.
custom styrofoam for the to-go seafood towers.
I believe that because he brought his wife, so that's how I figured. Like he
2
brought her.
seafood towers to go for me and the lady.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I wish he did. You're up, Nick.
So I get to round out my draft here, correct? With 2 picks?
Yes.
All right, I will go with side. I'll go with Cracker Barrel dumplings.
Yeah, great pick.
Yeah,
Great pick.
a nice heavy dish. I don't know what dumplings are, but they're very good. They're very starchy. They'll fill you up real good. And then they're great to eat while you're playing the peg game at your table.
Yeah, the peg game's
And
great.
then you go out to the general store to buy yourself a styrofoam plane and a whoopee cushion and some rock candy. Nothing
I
like
thought about
Cracker
taking the
Barrel.
peg game as my side.
That's a great side, Bob. That's a
So
great.
I have 2 sides, 2 extra sides. One of them was the Cracker Barrel peg game and something else, which I'll mention at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a great side.
Yeah.
I always feel dumb. I can never get to one peg. But yeah, the Cracker Barrel dumplings will be my second to last pick.
You're an ignoramus.
I'm an ignoramus. That's when you. Yep, I got it every time. And then I'll round out with the. A lot of people call it pumpernickel. I've been scolded by Jeff D. Lowe by calling it pumpernickel. I will do the Olive Garden brown honey wheat bread.
Yep. Yeah. There it is. Outback.
Outback.
Right.
I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah. The Outback.
It's not. Nick seen it. I like to take people to Outback just to be like, do you like that pumpernickel bread? And they go, yep. I go, well, it's not pumpernickel, my friend.
It's honey wheat.
Brown honey wheat.
And I love that they
Got
give
him.
you a fucking machete to cut it in half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great butter too. The butter is it's awesome. Very easily spreadable.
Yeah. Good.
It's
That's
sweet,
huge.
Jeff?
Hard butter is bad.
Is it?
Does the butter have a little bit of sweetness in it? Am I remembering that correctly?
I think it does.
Yeah, it's a little sweeter butter.
Oh, so good.
What's the? Is there like a Moneyball analytics in the back when they decide to bring you out 2 stabbed loaves of bread or just 1 in the beginning? Like I wonder what's the number system there? It's like when you have to look if you want to go for 1 or 2 in football.
I think it's
7 people.
I think
2
4
loaves.
4 is 1 loaf, 5 might be 2. It might
Yeah.
be the 4 to 5.
Yeah.
Great
Just
value
the,
in the
the
fifth
manager
round.
out there holding up the 2 like a 2.
I'm happy for the run on bread. If strategically, it was a fine last pick.
Yeah, it worked out for you. It worked out for you very well.
Happy with the team.
Yeah, I think there's 6 good bread things, and so I think someone was going to get a good bread thing no matter what.
Yeah, I have 2 breads still left on my board. All right, back to me. I need a side. Because I was just shooting the shit with a couple of my friends about this last night, and they said I was crazy for picking this. So I expected not to go over well here either. But I swear, man, I think Buffalo Wild Wings is some of the best onion rings in the game.
God, I don't know if I've had them.
I
What
like
makes a
'em.
good
I-
onion
I
ring
agree
to
with
you?
that.
It's the breading is different. It's not like your standard like rough and like rigid rings. It's like smooth.
It's a little smoother, yeah.
Yeah.
But does it make? I hate when I bite the ring and the onion comes out and burns
No,
the
no,
chin.
no.
Nope.
No.
You
They
don't
have
get
fail
that. That's
safes.
the biggest thing. That's
Yes.
the biggest thing about onion rings. I agree.
So are you
And-
with me
and
on this, Robbie?
I'm with you. That's a good pick in my opinion.
All right.
I like B-dubs in general. I'm kind of a big
I'm a
Buffalo Wild
massive
Wings guy.
hater.
What do you think about the rings, though?
Never had them.
Oh, and the dip is great too, Robbie.
The
Yeah,
thing
it
I've
is.
had the most at B-dubs is diarrhea after the meal.
I used to go to the one in Times Square. Me and John Kelly went to the one in Times Square after a couple shoots.
It's
I think I actually went there prior to COVID, like a week or two. All the chain
You got a
restaurant
bag of
stories
soda?
in this show were right before COVID.
yeah.
Yeah.
Does Buffalo Wild Wings still do you could get a remote and play trivia on the TV? Did you guys have that?
I don't think they have the remote anymore, but
don't
they
think I
definitely
had
have it
that.
going.
Oh, it's probably an app. now.
yeah, they have it going.
Nick will know this. You know, it's a wing place I prefer is Quaker Steak.
Quaker Steak and Lube.
Yep, Quaker Steak and Lube. Yeah,
Great.
big Midwest chain.
Love sitting underneath a car on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a little outside the box, but I swear if you know, you know about these. And I think it's our best item by far. I'm not even a big beat-ups guy, so.
No, you're being a voice for the voiceless right
Yeah,
now. There's
exactly.
B-dub onion ring guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Personal pick. Clem.
So Eddie win frozen food drafts by taking the corn dogs in the last round. So he's doing something here. He has something baked up with the common man algorithm. He knows what he's doing. I have appetizer left. I was really feeling good about like a Chili's bottomless chips and salsa, but I think Robbie kind of stole my thunder with that already. There's an Olive Garden one that I would choose, but I don't want to go too heavy on the Olive Garden here. So we're going to go somewhere that's a little bit of throwback. I don't know if these fucking restaurants are even around anymore. We'll go TGI Fridays potato skins.
Yep.
So good they made bagged versions of them, which you never were as good as you wanted to be. Same with the Mott sticks as well.
Yeah, they made it into
TGI
like a chip, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good branding.
That's always on the pegboard with like the combos. You'd always like on your like a road trip. They'd always be in the mix. You're like, oh, maybe I'll try those next time, and you would never get them. So I'm a big potato skins. Are we potato skins fan?
Yes.
fans in
I like
the
'em,
room
yeah.
here?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Friday's potato skins were on my appetizer list. Yeah, Friday. Also, you know it's a big item when you can buy them in the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
They're frozen. The potato skins you can buy those frozen.
That's true.
I think I've had the frozen ones, but never the real ones, to be honest.
Friday's also has those really long, I know we're like at the end here, so I can say it, really long and flat mozzarella sticks too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fridays
I like
feels
those.
like it's kind of feels like it's dying a little bit, right? Like
Definitely.
you don't see those in the wild as much anymore.
The last time I went to a TGI Fridays was 10 years ago when Hank and I were in Latvia. We went to a TGI Fridays.
Oh.
I
really want.
I don't know if it's dying or not, but I of those big chains, I like Fridays. I do.
Really?
Yeah.
Their mozzarella sticks really are a strange shape. Looks like they deep fried an iPod Nano.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know this
Yeah,
at all.
that's you.
I've been looking
you
up so
described
much
it-
shit.
Fat and thin.
You can't describe them more perfectly than Robbie just did.
Yeah, thin and exactly, thin and long. Clem or Jeff, you're up.
I just got to steal with my entree with the second to last pick of the draft. Chili's chicken crispers.
Yep. That's
Not even a favorite of mine, but I know it is a big time favorite of many people. People prefer the chicken crispers over like the newer recipe. The chicken crispers is a staple item of chain restaurants. Been a question of the dozen many times. So
I was gonna say, I knew you're
Chili's
not a
chicken
big fan.
crispers. Say it again.
I knew you're not a big fan.
Not a huge fan, but I do like them, and I know they're an iconic
it's an iconic.
sit down chain item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was this the last pick, by the way?
No, Robbie has
Okay.
one more.
Okay. Because we're about to do something crazy.
Like leaving one off.
Leaving out a restaurant and a big restaurant, which is
Oh,
we might go B-less here. We might go Applebee'less.
Oh,
Yeah, we will.
Yeah,
We will.
Yeah, it's a bad restaurant.
I've never been,
but it's
so I can't draft
But it's
anything from there.
everywhere.
But it's
it's
a good-
omnipresent.
it's like I don't know.
They don't have they don't have the.
I think the
item.
only thing I would take from Applebee's would be like their queso blanco, like their chips.
I had a couple Applebee's things on my list.
I had one thing that I almost went with on the last one.
Applebee's. Let's draft.
Yeah. What do we got, Robbie, Mr. Irrelevant?
I'm going to go with the cinnamon sugar dough rings from Red Robin.
Wow.
This is
Those are
no, they-
really good.
Yeah, they do like a stack of onion rings, and they also do a stack of just cinnamon sugar donuts. And they're kind of like, I don't want to call them light because obviously you're going to eat a ton of donuts and feel heavy afterwards. But you could put down a lot of these donuts, and I haven't had them in years. But I think back like nostalgically about the cinnamon sugar dough ring.
These look good. The presentation's beautiful as well.
Yeah, really, really good.
I would have loved if somebody would have taken something wacky this draft, been like the wings from Top Golf, just like something really. But no, those are Red. I've been to one Red Robin probably the last like 10, 15 years, and it was in Secaucus, New Jersey.
Yep, that's the one I went to.
Yeah, and they have some wacky dishes.
Yeah.
Like brownie sticks, like weird, just like crazy things. Yeah.
These look
By
solid.
the way, we left Planet Hollywood off the draft.
Planet Hollywood. I had the worst chain restaurant item of my life at Planet Hollywood. It was like it was like Fruity Pebbles crusted chicken tenders or something.
Oh my god.
Horrible. One of the grossest things I've ever eaten in my life.
Let's
But
do.
you got to stare at Arnold's jacket from Terminator 4.
It's true. Yeah.
Let's do honorable mentions, and let's do it this way first. What do you think was the biggest snub? Bob Fox, we'll start with you.
That's
if you have
hard
one,
to,
if you don't have one,
hard
it's
to
fine.
say for. I don't think I have like
'Cause
a big snub.
I
I
got a
took
big
everything I
snub.
wanted to take.
I got a big snub.
What do you got?
I think the chili skillet queso should have been.
Yeah,
drafted.
which is, I guess I kind of said that with the Applebee's, like their queso. But I think both those are, that's a good call.
The chili
That's
skillet
good, yeah.
queso is really good.
I think a pander pick I'm surprised wasn't taken was the Chili's baby back ribs.
Or the Southwestern egg rolls from Chili's. That's
Yeah.
another one.
So that was in my triple platter that I wanted to take as an appetizer.
Or the fajitas.
you-
So good.
Nick, you mentioned a P.F. Chang's thing. The P.F. Chang's lettuce wraps.
That
is
was my
another-
number two.
Yeah, they're big.
Yeah.
Number two appetizer to Bloomin' if I couldn't get that 1-1 pick.
Also, do people like Cracker Barrel bread? I love Cracker Barrel's bread.
I don't
think I
even
would
remember
like,
it.
The biscuits.
Yeah, the biscuits,
I
the
like
cornbread.
I like them. Yeah.
Is Bob
Yeah.
Evans too regional? 'Cause
No.
Bob Evans dinner
No.
rolls incredible.
The you want to know the side that I almost picked?
Oh yeah.
Dave and Buster's Power Card.
Yep.
Go play games. I couldn't do it. We had to pick food, but I want the power.
I like
if I
that.
like, I'll tell you what. If you would have vetoed Steak and Shake fries, the Power Card was coming off the board, and again, I would have left if you would have vetoed it. I would have quit. I had no other options.
So I had the two Applebee's things I had was a spinach artichoke dip is pretty good there.
Love it.
And they have good appetizer wings. That's what I.
Oh, I don't think I've had those.
They're boneless wings for appetizer are good.
Well, funny would have been that someone picked the Ruby Tuesday salad bar.
I had it on my list.
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else do you have, Robbie?
I took most of the things for my entree. I knew this would have been like fucking shit on, but if it really came down to it, the Thai chicken salad from Cheesecake Factory is my
Yes.
favorite entree. It's like unbelievable. So I thought about taking that. I also have this dessert. I looked it up. Miller's Ale House. I don't know if you guys got those. There's over 100 though. There's 113. I just looked it up. They do something called the Captain Jack's Buried Treasure, and it is amazing. It's a triple layer vanilla ice cream cake, Oreo cookie crust, Heath bar crumbles. I'm usually not a huge Heath bar guy, but they taste great in this. And then caramel and hot fudge. Used to get it for Ranger games in high school. It was fantastic.
Yeah, they
Miller's is good.
The also Cheesecake has the glam burgers, which they're known for. That's the name of their ham. They call them glam burgers. It's their fancy name.
They're a little flamboyant. Yeah.
I also had Cheddar's onion rings are amazing.
I love Cheddar's.
Cheddar's is great.
I thought it was going to be, it's a little bit too rare, isn't it? Is Cheddar's a common thing?
The Scratch Kitchen.
Yeah.
I never heard of it.
talked about Cheddar's when we did that
Yeah, we
sit down
did.
chain dog walk.
That
discussion.
inspired me to go after because of how much you liked it. Nick.
I liked it a lot. Well, I liked it when it was a casual cafe, and then they rebranded to the Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen.
Scratch
Which I
Kitchen,
don't like.
yeah.
I don't like the name of that.
Yeah.
That implies itch.
No. Yeah. The thing I order the most is the Outback coconut shrimp. It's my favorite item. I always get coconut shrimp. Other entrees I had Outback's Ayers Rock New York strip steak. Fantastic. I get the filet, Victoria's filet. Steak and Shake Frisco Melt would have been my other Steak and Shake item. The Frisco Melt is great. And then the dessert was the Outback Chocolate Thunder from Down Under. That's their their most famous one. I will say, was not going to pick this, but if you've ever been to this restaurant in New York, there's a lot all over, and I think Houston's and other cities, and I think it's like R&D Kitchen, other places. Hillstone has this thing called it's just their French dip, and it's like chopped up pieces of roast beef or whatever their meat is. It is unbelievable. If you can find a Houston's, a Hillstone, or an R&D Kitchen, Hillstone's
Good. French
French dip is the best chain restaurant item I've ever had.
Wow.
It's unbelievable. It's
Wow.
hard to get into. Their reservations get gobbled up quick, but amazing.
Climb, you got any honorable mentions?
Yeah. Applebee's, I think you said the boneless wings, Ed?
Yeah.
That would have been the one I was in the mix, but I don't want. if you open up a boneless wings discussion with people, it's just not worth the fucking chatter you're going to hear, right?
I'm sorry I wanted your neck clem over the wings earlier.
It's all right. It's all right. Again, I was like, Jeff. I think everyone was like, "Don't get on Jeff's bad side in this." So I was not gonna. If
It was
anyone
fair.
else called me-
I got vetoed on the other thing, so it's okay. You know.
It all goes around. It's all good in love and dog walk. Applebee's pretzel with the beer and cheese dip and has like the mustard. I always like a good hot pretzel, but I just feel it's just not enough for the amount you're paying. Lasagna frittata at Olive Garden, but I couldn't go too Olive Garden heavy. I'm already pretty heavy there. The Friendly Super Melt, anyone who's had Friendlies, they are so good. They might be worse for you than the Bloomin' Onion. It's just nothing but butter and cheese and goodness. This one I thought Jeff was going to go with for the side. Bottomless pasta bowl at Olive Garden, but then you're getting into entree versus side, so I didn't know how that was going to work.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Never-ending pasta pass would have been a funny entree pick.
Yeah.
So this is I almost took on the appetizer. I think this would have been fucked. I think this probably would have had to have been vetoed. Is based on the soup salad breadstick thing. No, I don't know. It's not from the same restaurant. Texas Roadhouse's Cactus Blossom is just the Bloomin'
They
Onion.
do,
Yeah, it
yeah.
is.
They
They do it
Bloomin'
close.
Onion,
They do it close.
But not as good.
No, Outback's is
It's
way
not
better.
as good, but it is pretty good.
Yeah.
Like if I'm there, I'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
A deep fried onion is just good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any more, Club?
I had Outback's. The Outback salad. I think a lot of the places have good salads. The croutons are always good at this place. But if Dave found out we drafted salad head, we're off the Team ZD tomorrow. So I just avoided that altogether. And brown, like I didn't know anyone that had it, but like a brownie a la mode, like almost like a cookie skillet, but with a brownie instead. Those always hit for me. So
Nick?
yeah, that's it.
If I wasn't going to get Bloomin' Onion, I was going to go P.F. Chang's lettuce wraps. I think P.F. stands for Peter Fleming, just not a Chinese man
Really?
at all. I think it's something Fleming.
Peter Fleming.
The guy is related to Fleming Steakhouse. I think that's
Really?
that's how that works. I think I'm not sure, but I believe that might be a
So that's something we should-
Berenstein Bears type thing there.
Another motherfucking chain restaurant.
Another Chinese restaurant. Yeah. That's, and then if I couldn't have gotten lettuce wraps, I probably would have gone as appetizer watching Mr. Munch play drums at Chuck E. Cheese, man. Watching animatronic Mr. Munch
Yeah, it's a nice,
rock out.
it's a nice entertainment.
Yeah.
I got a bunch. Entrees, chicken bacon ranch quesadillas at Chili's. The garlic shrimp scampi at Red Lobster is their best thing.
Is it?
Yes, I don't know if you've ever had.
I'm not too well versed at Red Lobster.
Yeah. The burger at Red Robin, obviously self-explanatory. I had B-Dubs
Really good.
wings. The Cracker Barrel pancakes are great. I don't know if anyone had those.
Very good.
Very
Cracker
good.
Barrel in
Cracker
general. their
Barrel's
breakfast- I love all
decent.
Cracker Barrel stuff, but their breakfast is great. Cracker Barrel's cheesy hash browns are
Cheesy
amazing
hash
as
brown,
well.
great side. And then their loaded
Yeah.
baked potatoes, good. Yeah.
The Zingers Melt at Miller's Ale House is really good. Fox, I don't know if you've had that.
Yep.
Appetizers, the Texas cheese fries at Chili's. The Hooters Buffalo Shrimp. Has anyone had
Ooh,
that?
Evan.
That's really
I
good.
have not.
Really good. Side, I have the Hooters curly fries and Capitol Grill lobster mac. They do a great lobster mac. I don't know if we have any lobster mac.
Capitol
guys.
Grill is great. Capitol Grill felt a little too fancy to put on here.
Exactly. It didn't feel like it was in the spirit. And-
We had a debate about it before in the office. They were like, "Do you think Capitol Grill will be allowed?" I was like, "No way."
Capitol Grill would be it's a chain and there's a lot, but that's just too much.
Like that's why I think Chief and Dave draft like Capitol Grill and Ruth's Chris and like Lou Malnati's and
Yeah.
shit. That's why I was like, it just not in the spirit.
Eddie, you having Capitol Grill and Hooters on the same row would have been incredible.
This would have been suicide if Chief appeared on this. I don't know what he would have
I
done.
don't know what he would have picked. No. And then same thing. I didn't go with it, but I hate the people in their ivory tower about Maggiano's. I love Maggiano's. I think it's great. Their bread is awesome. I don't know if you guys have had their bread. It's like the perfect,
very good. Maggiano's is good. Yeah,
perfect
You could have
olive oil
done.
and cheese bread.
You could have probably replaced sides or something with like experiences, because then you could have picked Dave and Buster's Power Grid. You could pick the Pope table at Buca de Beppo. Like, you could have picked some wild things.
A lot of things
The
like
trolley at Macaroni Grill.
Trolley or the balcony you can't sit at Olive Garden.
Yeah. Trying to survive at Waffle
What about
House.
what
would've
about
been
the
a good-
train that goes all around IHOP?
that. I think just the decor at chain restaurants could be. a
It's
draft in
beautiful. Yeah,
itself.
being confused
Yeah.
by
Ambiance.
Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, I think there's that. They also have an elite cheesecake. I don't know if you ever had Maggiano's cheesecake.
I like how nobody picked Cheesecake Factory's cheesecake too. I feel like that's a loss for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Cheesecake Factory's is good. And then Longhorn Bread was my last one.
Yeah, it's comparable to the
Yeah,
West
Longhorn
Texas,
bread's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'll run it down and we'll vote someone out of here who won't be on the poll this week. Nick, Bloomin' Onion, Chili's Molten Lava Cake, P.F. Chang's Orange Chicken, Cracker Barrel Dumplings, Outback Honey, Brown Honey Wheat, Bread, Eddie Cheddar Bay Biscuits, Aussie Cheese Fries, Hooters Wings, Outback Salted Caramel Cookie Skillet, Buffalo Wild Wings Onion Rings, Clem Olive Garden Breadsticks, Olive Garden Tour of Italy, Red Robin Fries, Friendly's Clown Cone, TGI Fridays Potato Skins, Jeff Texas Roadhouse Rolls, Bonefish Grills Bang Bang Shrimp, BJ's Pizookie Steak and Shake Fries, Chili's Chicken Crispers, Robbie Waffle House's All-Star Special, Cheesecake Factory Brown Bread, On the Border Chips and Salsa, Grand Lux Cafe Potato Spring Rolls, Red Robin's Cinnamon Sugar Dough Rings. I'll write it on the blank text or however you want to do it. It's actually kind of hard.
This is a real tough one.
I don't like this. I don't like this. Twitter needs to just figure out a way to do 5 things.
I know. And people
These are
always
all
are like,
good.
just use a link. It's like, dude, no one's going to click a link and vote. Like, you have to keep it on Twitter. Ugh.
Feels like Survivor. I feel like I'm literally like voting someone off the jury right now, the council.
And I know whoever I vote for will hate me forever.
Forever.
I think I just spite voted. Oh well. Like I'm solely out of jealousy.
All right, Jeff, who do we got?
I feel bad. This is. I just voted out of pure jealousy because you took one of my 2 top items. I voted Eddie.
Oh, that's fucked up.
That's a spite vote. I wanted Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Robbie.
I'm sorry, Ed. I haven't
whoa.
tried all your items.
Oh no! Oh no!
I'm sorry.
Clem, who do we got?
I have a kind of a rule where you don't vote on a guest, and the only guy who isn't a guest is the damn host of the show.
Oh my word!
This is. I'm gonna
You have
get
a great
swept
board,
out.
too.
No.
What did you have?
There was one pick that threw me off. It was the Lux Cafe.
That
So
was, I had the
went,
Lux Cafe too with Robbie.
I thought that would throw people off. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm shocked that I wasn't voted off. I'm shocked.
Spite vote, I didn't think it mattered.
Thanks
That's
for the
why I voted
hospitality, Ed.
This is
Fuck yourself.
I kicked
I
my
voted
own.
for Eddie because I was like, "There's no way Eddie's gonna get voted out here."
I kicked my own fucking guys off to have you guys on this show today.
The man who took Cheddar
sorry.
Bay. You got Cheddar Bay, did you know?
I got Cheddar Bay
You got
biscuits.
Cheddar Bay, and
I,
he's off the
I,
he's
I
off
put
the
sorry. I put
You ever
a
seen-
sad face.
Isn't there an Office episode where they all vote Oscar because they know he's not going to win? That's what I just did.
This is how Sanjaya made
I'm
it
like,
so
I'm like,
far in
anything
American
voted
Idol,
off,
and
but
fuck, this is how Chris Daughtry got sent home.
Yes, that's true.
Is it?
Yes, everybody voted for their second favorite because they knew he was so good.
Oh no, I didn't know that. Wait, so you didn't
Hey,
think?
read your board again, because it's a fucking good board. It's
Yeah, I'm
really fucked up.
I'm stunned. Cheddar Bay biscuits, Aussie cheese fries, Hooters wings, Outback salted caramel cookie skillet, Buffalo Wild Wings onion rings.
We're gonna get roasted for that.
See, I haven't had your middle 3. I haven't had your
I do.
2, 3, 4
I'll
picks.
justify it by I hate B-Dub so much.
I was between Clem and Robbie. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, I was between Clem and Robbie. So,
Wow. I'm sorry. I'm
I'm in the
sorry.
basement,
That-
boys. You best not miss, Ed, motherfucker.
yeah, I guess.
Sorry, you're my Xena guy. Like, there's so many alliances here, and Nick's just so fucking awesome. Like, there's just no way to really go about it.
I guess this is what I deserve. I mean, I'm not too mad about it. I know I had some outside the box ones, but I definitely think mine are better than Clem and Robbie's.
I think you may have to like actually add up the write-in votes this week because it's gonna probably be a lot. So you're gonna have to actually put it to work on that one.
All right then, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate you jumping on.
It's good times, boys.
Of course.
Thank you. That's all. This is always my favorite. I like doing any dog walk, but the food ones are the best.
Yeah,
The best.
they're a blast. All right.
Also,
then.
Clem just sneaky dropped the Girl Scout link, the yearly Girl Scout link on his Twitter just now. I gotta go.
My guy Jeff, thanks for the shout.
I gotta go buy.
smash it.
I'm sorry, I'm extending this. The Girl Scout cookie s'mores are fucking great.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
awesome. I love
Yeah,
them.
they're
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Those are new, right?
Ed, can we do another group with this exact group again? Not the next time the other boys can't do it. Can we get? I like this exact group. I feel like there's good juju here.
No, I don't think
I won't vote you out next time.
I don't think I'll ever do this again. I'm kidding. All right then. Thanks, guys. Thanks everybody for listening. Thanks for watching. Be back tomorrow. See you then.